Alright, welcome back, guys. All done here. I'm going to try to get out of the area as quickly as I can before the traffic gets a chance to pick up. Might already have some problems, but the longer I take to get out of the area, the worse the traffic problem's going to get, especially being Friday. So, I just sent my empty. Let's get out of here. I would have normally been going up to Vernon to go wash out my trailer. Uh-oh, what do we got there? How about we try... There's a Volvo over there, so... Try to keep myself over here as much as I can. So I want to have as little tail swing as I can over there with anything that might be over there. Oh, and then I ended up leaving. Could have just waited for him.
You have 7 hours and 59 minutes of remaining drive time.
Come on. I was going to switch myself to yard move, but I don't think it's going to matter. Probably end up heading back over to the 710 freeway, go up to 405 and then take 405 up. Yeah, I do see some slowing going on. I could always take PCH to the west over to the 101 to the 110 as well. So I think I might go ahead and do. Slightly longer trip. Slightly longer trip to an interstate if I go to the 110 than if I take 710, but I will avoid what look like some traffic delays at the 405, and it's probably a shorter overall trip as well. It doesn't look too bad overall. 405 on the other side of the 101 doesn't look so great, but doesn't look too bad overall up between here and LAX. Got it open. Do you need to inspect or anything? Or? Alright, cool. Thanks. Have a good day. Door closed. Out of here. I want to get up over to the grapevine as quickly as I can to minimize how much time I'm going to spend in stop and go traffic. Slightly longer trip from here to the 110 than it is. What's up with that, dude? But once I do get up to the 405, I'll be further west, which is more preferred. Clutch is acting up again, it feels like. Ah, PCH and Watson here. Green. Don't turn red on me. I saw that crosswalk sign count down to 0. Alright, Sanford. There's really not that much further up the road here. A handful of blocks to go to get to the 110. Also known as the Harbor Freeway. Eubank Avenue. I do see traffic on the 110 up ahead. Probably about a mile and a half up or so. A couple miles, I don't know. Alright, I wouldn't mind getting my trailer washed out over here in Vernon, but it's getting too much into the afternoon, and on a Friday, there's no way in hell I'm gonna spend any more time here in the area than I absolutely have to. So I want to get up over the other side of the grapevine. I can always wash out over in at the Blue Beacon or something over there in Wheeler Ridge. Might have a delay there, but at least I can be sitting and if it comes down to it. I mean, because I don't want to show up late, but I'm gonna have problems either way. That was Avalon there. No trucks allowed on Avalon, by the way. too much further up the road to the 110. Detour to San Pedro. I don't know how soon I'm gonna want to get over into that. Ah, shit. Sorry. I just accidentally blocked this car from making a left turn. Oh, truck is regenning. Come on. Move forward, dude, so I can get out of this car's way. Shit. Alright, so it's good I didn't move over yet because there are still more cars parked here along the street that I was not going to be able to get around, so. Alright, looks like after these guys here I can move over. Right lane to the 110. Yeah, I want to try to avoid having a video take too long, or last too long, whatever. I don't want it to be too much of a bore, but we'll see what we can do here. Keep having footage for you guys. What's this dude doing? They do have a stop sign there. I was looking for a stop sign actually posted along the sidewalk, but didn't see one. Then I finally saw that they had a limit line with stop written right before the limit line actually on the ground. Because I didn't see a stop on my side, so I assumed that they had to yield to me, but I wasn't sure. Kick back. Don't have to drive too fast. My load, it's due for pickup at 1700. Get out of my damn way so I can have my map pulled up. I like a clean map to look at, not with any clutter. I don't want search bars or other banners shit showing up. I just want to see the map. And I already know where I'm going. I already know how to get around and get out of the area. It's just I put the map up in this area specifically so I can know what's going on with traffic, and I'll know when to expect any slowdowns. Or I can also look for alternate routes if I find that I need to take any. Yeah, 405 is definitely going to be the ideal route from what I've seen. If I take the 110 straight up into downtown LA, I'm going to have some serious problems from what I can tell. So we'll kick it here, get on the 405. It's not too much further up. We'll have some slowdowns up in the Culver City area, it looks like. You know, getting over closer to Santa Monica. And also going through the canyon there over by, what is that up there? Because that's not Dodger Stadium. I think that's, over by Westwood, by where UCLA is at. There's some slowing in that area, but it doesn't look like it's that bad. And we'll have some more problems north of the 101. That'll be a bigger concern. Alright, Carson Street here. Prius getting pulled over. Uh-oh. I got 1.25 miles left to my interchange, so we'll stay over here to the right to make sure I don't, that way the traffic behind me can't possibly screw me out of being over here if I need to be over here for the interchange. I don't know which side I need to be on for the 405. I assume it'll be this side. As soon as I know which side I need to be on, I can. Alright, yeah, looks like staying over here on the right side for the 405. Also known as the San Diego Freeway. It is if you're going southbound. We got names for all our freeways here. Like the one I'm on now, we call the Harbor Freeway. The 710, the one I was on earlier, we call it the Long Beach Freeway. Let's leave a gap here for this guy, because he wants over to stay on the 110. It doesn't look like the four-wheelers are wanting to let him. So that's the problem. Too many people don't pay any attention at all, or don't give a shit. Don't care about anybody but themselves. I Sports, paintball and martial arts. Normandy Avenue. Remember I was talking earlier on the other video about how the original Denny incident was at the corner of the intersection of Florence and Normandy. This is Normandy over here. And you saw we passed by Florence earlier on the other video while still on the what was it, on a 605 or the 90 or the 710, I don't remember. I think it was 605. So it was further west from where I was at earlier. 91 freeway, 3 miles away. Not going to take a very long time before we end up by LAX, going right next to it. Looks like we're going to need to have some patience coming through here because that car hauler is not going to let me get by this other traffic. I'm getting crowded by a car over here. Let's see if this guy wants over. No, he's not. Yeah, now he's looking. I was waiting for him to pay attention. He wasn't looking in his mirror for a bit, and then he finally did. I do see some slowing on the southbound side. Moving well here on the northbound though. Alright, Crenshaw Boulevard. Yeah, I've got Torrance right over here. Gracie Academy. It's over here. Car hauler's moving okay now, so I'll be okay with staying behind him. If he's going slower, it'll be because of traffic ahead of him causing him to be a little more cautious now that I'm seeing what his habits are. Yeah, and I'm fine with this speed I'm going. It's 2 o'clock. I might be a little bit late getting to the shipper. I don't know. We'll see. Theoretically, I should be able to get there on time, but it depends on how long it's going to take me to get washed out. I don't know if the Blue Beacon over in Wheeler Ridge has a dedicated washout lane. Never used it before, but I know they have a Blue Beacon over there. Alright, 91 Artesia Boulevard, right here. Technically not 91 freeway there. Lawndale city limit, 33,000 people. You wouldn't think a town so close to LA would have that few people. What? Small area. I got Hawthorne coming up before long. El Segundo. Bird taking off out of LAX right there. Gives you a pretty good idea how close I'm getting to the airport. 10 freeway, 13 minutes out. Alright, we got, let's see, 42 more. Oh, no, I forgot that, I was trying to count up the miles from here to where the 2, 10, and 5 meet up, and I was getting the impression it was 120 miles away, but no, it's not near that far. Because 2, 10, and 5 is about the exit 162 on I-5. But yeah, the 405 freeway is not that long. It didn't start until well north of San Diego, over by what we call it's actually the El Toro Y. You know, where the 405 and 5 meet up on the south end, and then on the north end it meets back up not far from where the 210 and 5 meet up. Sophie Stadium, performance venue, Hollywood Park. Sophie Stadium, not the one where the LA Galaxy plays, I forget. LA Air Force Base over here as well. A real small Air Force Base. I don't even have a runway. So I didn't pay attention to if I was in Wilmington for at least 2 hours off duty. If not, I want to make sure when I do my pickup that I spend at least 2 hours there. That way I can basically get some of my 14-hour clock back and have a better chance of being able to get to my house by the end of my shift before without having my 14 expire before I get a chance to make it there. It's one of the nice things about the new HOS rules is I can take advantage of that. If it comes down to where I think it might be a concern getting home before my shift ends or before my 14 expires, I can go ahead and sit for 2 hours. Basically do an 8-2 split. In which case, the time that I spend in Lamont, assuming I haven't already met the requirement criteria for an 8-2 split, that I can, if I do 2 hours there, then none of those hours count against my 14. But if I don't do at least 2 hours, then those every bit of that time I spend there is going to count against my 14. So I've got a Delta 737 coming into LAX here. That's Delta. Yeah. We'll have some bottlenecks up here by the 10 freeway we'll have to deal with, and some more by the 101, and a little bit more past the, a little bit north of 101. It's like the biggest concern will be trying to get past the 10 freeway. Alright, Manchester and La Cienega here. La Tijera Boulevard. The Scissor. Hollywood Park Casino. Yeah, defunct horse race track over here too, I believe. Yeah, I remember I used to always hear about it growing up, and then I've also flown in and out of LAX in the past and actually seen it while on approach. Parkway. I do not recall what the last exit on the 405 is before I hit the 5. Didn't think to look that up either, and I'm not over here enough to remember it by heart. Culver City, next 4 exits. I was gonna laugh at these people who drive with their mask on. Like the only people in the car with them are probably like they're either themselves or maybe a family member. They probably, I don't know. I guess if you're with someone else, it should make sense to be extra cautious if you're really that concerned, but I don't know, just me personally, I'm not that worried about it. 45 limit. Yeah, go to hell. I'll just do whatever the traffic in front of me is doing. Alright, 90 west to Marina Del Rey. Real close to the spot where I'm expecting to see some slowdown. I do see what I think might be some brake line activity up ahead, right over that hill. Seems to be moving still, but definitely starting to slow down right here. Culver Boulevard. Right by here is where it's starting to slow. So most of the really bad slowing in this area is actually on the other side. I'm not zoomed in far enough to, yeah. That's pretty much it. Looks like it still moves, but slowly over on my side, and then an exit or two before the 10 freeway should pick back up. It's the southbound side that's got the bigger issue. So we could get lucky and avoid some of this. Maybe have fewer problems getting over the other side of the grapevine than we're kind of expecting to have. No trucks on PCH. past Highway 27. Yeah, that's another one you can do. If you get to do, if you're in a car, PCH, you can go up from Long Beach, Long Beach area where I was just at, up to, it turns into Sepulveda Boulevard, I believe, and it goes right underneath the runways, the south runways at LAX. And then it eventually curves over and turns into, is that 8th or Lincoln, somewhere around there over in Santa Monica. Software update at once, so I'd rather wait on that. I don't like doing that until I'm actually sitting. CarTitleLoans.com. Freeway coming up right here. Actually, it was a lot easier to get up here than I said, than what the map was originally making me think. That's what happened. That's why it helps when I can zoom in a little bit more. We're clear. Oh God, I might have a little bit more slowing up here, not very much. In between here and the 2 freeway. Right around these curves here, I think. And it should be green all the way up until a little bit before the 101. Chevy Cruze. Kind of gave me a little vibe like you're going to. Boulevard, Highway 2 here. Beverly Hills 2 miles away, Century City 2 miles, and West Hollywood 3. Wilshire Boulevard, that'll take you right over into Santa Monica as well. I have some history with that area. I have an uncle who lives out there. I used to visit him and hang out at his place when I was younger. Used to always do like tennis tournaments over there. He actually used to be the mayor of Santa Monica. In fact, you can see his name on some areas, some stuff over there. He was the mayor when the 3rd Street Promenade was built. And there are placards over there on the promenade with his name on it. And also the pier. The pier got wiped out. A good chunk of the pier got wiped out. The Santa Monica Pier by tides a while back. And I remember at this time when my uncle was still the mayor there, we actually went and visited him. My family and I all went over and hung out with them once, and we were actually touring the pier while they were rebuilding it. I got stuff over there with his name too, if I remember right. It's been so long since I've been over there. a huge cemetery there. It's like all above ground headstones. You don't see that a heck of a lot in western U.S. See it a lot in the east, but not so much here in the west. It's usually the headstones are basically laid flush with the ground. That's why we leave space, because you gotta expect that kind of thing to happen, like what this Maxima did. Don't go too much faster than the traffic in the adjacent lane, but for that reason as well. Doesn't matter who's at fault. It's your own stupidity if you're not expecting people to do that. Even if it's their fault, it's still your stupidity that got you involved. Looks like we might have another little pocket of slowing up here just past the Getty Museum. Skirball Center Drive. Man, it's such a peculiar name. And Mulholland Drive. Some people are very familiar with that road. Santa Monica Mountains. I'm thinking it's like Griffith Park, but I think Griffith Park's over off the 101, 101 or 5 or whatever it is, over by Dodger Stadium. Why does this show that Getty is temporarily closed, but I just saw a tram. I see trams operating over here. Are we sure it's actually closed? Like we're still having more issues with our Qualcomm. I know I got Qualcomm for when it was probably my load assignment shortly after I sent my empty call, but it never came in on my Qualcomm yet, so yeah, I still having issues. And I know our logs person said she couldn't even get in when one of my friends asked her about it. Freeway 3 3/4 miles out. We'll be slowing before that. This is a scenic drive. I gotta admit that. A lot of people don't realize how hilly and mountainous California is. Through and through, especially people who are from the central, like the Great Plains area of the U.S., like Kansas, Nebraska, and stuff like that. they're not used to seeing so much terrain. And you come out here and then there's hardly anywhere you can go in California and not see some kind of mountains or have to go through some kind of terrain. And I always tell people, well, what kind of natural disasters are we most well known for? I've got some more slowing here. And everybody knows earthquakes and fire, wildfires are the big thing for us. And to that, well, where do you think mountains come from? Seismic activity. Sometimes from volcanoes, sometimes from earthquakes. And we have all kinds of earthquakes here in Cali, so mountains tend to happen when you have earthquakes. Alright, I'm back right over this hill is where I'm going to expect to find problems. We'll stay over here. I don't know that I want to try to get around this guy when 101 is coming up. I don't know if he's going to want to stay out. Yeah, let's go ahead. As long as I can get around him. I don't want to get stuck next to him and end up blocking him from coming over here if he ends up deciding he wants to stay on the 405. Yeah, definitely getting some slowing here at this curve. See, that was a floated downshift. Told you I know how to float, I just normally choose not to. Normally double clutch, even though I know how to float. Yeah, it looks like most everybody here is getting on the 101. Okay, I got one trying to come over. I don't want to go too fast compared to these guys over here, because some of these guys could change their mind about where they want to be, or maybe they're already stuck in the wrong lane and just trying to find the right opportunity to come back over. Like all of the problem I have right here is just with the crowd of people trying to get on 101. That's it. I do see some stop and go up here after the split. Yeah, we're gonna have traffic, some traffic problems all the way up to whatever highway, 110, 118. No, it's 118. That's it. Simi Valley Freeway. Not going to be too bad. I mean, it looks like there might be a couple of stop and go spots, but doesn't really look overly concerning at all. Mainly looks looks like it clears up at whatever that exit is that goes across the Panorama City. Roscoe Boulevard. Trying to come over. Seemed a little peculiar that he came over to the middle lane from the left lane. Just makes me wonder if he's trying to come over into my lane. Burbank Boulevard coming up here. Got a gator here, tire carcass here between the number 1 and 2 lanes. Not sure I want to waste my time left shifting when maps suggest that I'm still going to have problems over here. Probably just end up downshifting again in a minute. So we'll stay where I'm at for now. Yeah, I definitely see slowing up here. Down, dude. What do you think you're doing? Dumbass. Look ahead next time. You get this crazy idea you're gonna shoot into the gap in front of me. You wonder why so many stupid people have accidents here. Kane and Viner. Alright, Roscoe Boulevard, looks like 2.25 miles out. That's where I'm expecting it'll pick back up a little bit before, until we get to the other side of the 118. Oh, 2 3/4, my bad. Choice heating and air. You need to back off. You're an idiot. 2 miles to go to Roscoe. Yeah, I'd say it should clear up a bit there. Oh yeah, we're not too much further away from the 5. 5 is where the next bottleneck is after this one. I'm going to have truck bypass lanes I have to use when I get up there. So might not have as much of a problem in that area as, I don't know, might. For where there's Grimmway westbound here. One more exit to get by before we should clear up some. Small low-wing airplane coming in right here. This guy was sitting on left, but then turned it off. I just assume they're going to just come over anyway. Oh, is this part of our problem right here? It's apparently a fender bender here on the right shoulder. I'd say that young man there wasn't paying attention and rear-ended the woman. Not necessarily though. I mean, because she had left rear fender damage. Could have been her merging in front of him too. You never know. we're starting to pick back up. Iskandarian cams. What's this clown doing? Budweiser, Bud Light over here to my left. Roscoe Boulevard, Panorama City exit here. Alright, so all this is just traffic trying to get off at Roscoe Boulevard, not able to get past the off-ramp, I guess. It's like it's not letting enough traffic flow from the off-ramp onto Roscoe. To the 118, also known as the Simi Valley Freeway or the Ronald Reagan Freeway. Ronald Reagan Library, and all that is actually in Simi Valley. Looking lane changing going on ahead, which makes me a little more concerned about things suddenly happening up in front of me. Nothing actually happening, but it's more of a concern when I see a lot more lane changing going on. Lexus is coming over, I bet you. Yep. That was pretty obvious what she was up to. Alright, 118 coming up here. Like the bottleneck at the 5 freeway is not as bad now as it was, but it's still may get some stop and go there. But I don't know if it'd be actual stop and go, it'd just be some slowing. A glimpse of what it looks like going up the Newhall Pass. It looks like it might be smooth sailing once we're on the 5. We'll have a way station to deal with over by Magic Mountain, though. It's a Six Flags theme park, for those of you guys who are not familiar with it. Mission San Fernando, next exit. I didn't realize this, but my wife told me that I guess all of the California missions, which I can't remember how many are like 20 or some odd number of them. I guess all of them are along the 101 freeway, or along the Highway 101, whatever. I did not know that. Or no, I think the first ones are further down towards San Diego, though. Because I know there's one in San Juan Capistrano, which I want to say 101 starts over here in downtown LA. I don't think it goes past there. slowing coming up here. Don't see anything obvious in front of me yet, but the map says expected. Yeah, definitely slowing down up here in this curve. Merge left. How about move over now? So I don't have to worry about trying to get over there. Since there's an opening anyway, it's the best time to do it. Might contribute to helping traffic flow through here a lot more easily too if everyone's already over before the lane ends. Another Ferrari right there. Second one I've seen today. Alright, into the 405 freeway here. Getting on to I-5 northbound. Got these knuckleheads contribute to it slowing down because they don't move over sooner. CHP chopper? Can't tell. The black and white one. Silmar, next two exits. Tara, so known as Dactyl, it's part of her old neck of the woods. This turns into exit only. Come on, get by me, pick up so I can move over. Should be clearing up here really soon. You see some slowing over into number 1 and 2 and 3 lanes. Don't know if there's any particular reason for it. Maybe just residual from something earlier. That happens. It's pretty common where you see that, where there's a slowdown in one spot for no apparent reason. And a lot of times what happens, it's not always the case, but pretty commonly something happened over there previously. And until the volume coming into that spot dies down enough, or the volume getting past it can get out of there faster than the traffic coming in, or that's what it takes to clear those bottlenecks sometimes. Until that happens, you'll end up with residual, what you call residual slowing, all the way up until the volume of traffic going through the area slows down enough where it'll allow it to naturally correct itself. The map's not showing slowing here, but it is, obviously. I'm only doing 30 miles an hour. Can't say I'm surprised by this. Once I get up out of this area here, it should be easy easy going the rest of the way up to Bakersfield area. Later on, I might even have to ask dispatch if I'm going to need to manually call in my my departure and loadout info, or if I can still send it through the Qualcomm, because I don't know that they'll get it when they should be getting it. Right lane in, it's alright. About over here once. Like Swift's gonna wait till the last minute the signal to come over. This white Volvo's not. He's too close to me. I'm not going to be able to get around him. Looks like this dump truck over here is what's causing us to slow down. Might both be empty as well. Swift and Alliance shippers both don't really seem like they're having any real much difficulty getting up this hill. So Swift's a little bit slower, but I'm reluctant to move over there and try to go around these guys, because I'm not convinced that I'll be able to go around these guys and get back over here before that lane ends. Or no, I can't remember. That lane used to end. I think it might not anymore. I forget. I'll come over here as well. So yeah, I want to say when I get all this road construction done over here, I don't think this lane ends anymore. It's slowing again up here. Why is the Alliance holding me up? Slowed down from 58 or so to 52. There's a few more miles to go to get over to where the way station's at. About guarantee it'll be open. Might have had a chance to get around Swift, but Alliance kind of screwed that out. Screwed me out of doing that. I don't know why he slowed down so much. Area next 56 miles. Cowgrove Boulevard, 1 mile. lane now. Yeah, it is. So I'll come over now while there's a gap, just to make sure no one over there in the number 3 lane gets funny ideas. I don't think the pickup there with the trailer back there behind me was going to be an issue anyway, but you know, like this Kia Soul, and see, he's moved. She moved over now, and it could have been a problem for me if I hadn't moved over sooner. I call that offensive defense. Make my move before someone else does, so I can't get myself put in a bad spot when I'm forced to move over. Santa Clarita city limits. I'll get past the way station and I'll double check what the stats are on the Blue Beacon and Wheeler Ridge. I want to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a Blue Beacon there if I remember right. Getting a little bit wider view on that map. Legend, I assume Legends knows there's a way station coming up soon. Talking about the foot of her car, not her boobs. I don't know what her boobs look like. I just see the front of her car was crunched up, so. Bean Parkway, got Valencia Avenue next. Come on over. And right by Magic Mountain Parkway is where the way station will be, which is right after Valencia. I haven't got any warning on my drive-wise about the way station coming up yet. Free on Trucking. Same company that had the backing accident in Dugan car that I posted about the other day. I don't think it's the same truck though. I believe the truck that was involved in that one was white. This one's like a burgundy Peterbilt or something. 2 miles ahead. Kick back here behind Swift. Let's see how many of these slow trucks I end up getting stuck behind trying to climb that grade over there, going up toward Gorman. I think the scale is closed. I can see the sign up ahead. I can't read it, but I can tell by the length and spacing of the words that it might be closed. Thus closed, of course, but I think it's closed. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, it's open. I think they just reopened it because that's not the way the words looked when I looked from further back. Maybe it was just too many trucks in the scale house and they closed it temporarily to clear the ramp. Empty trucks use scale lanes, Charlie or Bravo. Alright, go ahead and stay all the way over here to the left because I'm empty. Windows down, radio's off. Looks like they're looking for people to inspect too. See a couple of DOT people over there eyeballing. Pretty sure they're looking for somebody for a lucky contestant to come in and get inspected. They're being a little bit selective in who they're wanting to inspect. Alright, double check status on Blue Beacon. Oops, a little bit fast there. See if they have a washout, a dedicated washout lane. Wheeler Ridge on the TA. Doesn't say anything about whether they have a dedicated washout lane though. Take a look, see how it is. Got about 40 miles, a little over 40 miles to go. It's going to be really tight on getting to the shipper on time. That's even if I don't get washed out. If I just sweep my trailer out, it's going to be tight. There's much of a line over there at Blue Beacon. I may just go ahead and inspect the trailer, sweep it out instead of wash it out, just to make sure I can get to the shipper on time. Watch half these trucks over here slow me down, even though I don't need to slow down. I'll be able to maintain a pretty good speed going all the way up the pass here. See if this guy's loaded or not. Yep, he's loaded. He's got a seal on his door. So he's probably going to end up blocking me. Watch, he's going to try to go around these other trucks. And we're not allowed to be in number 2 lane. The lane I'm in is number 4. A lot of people mistakenly think it's the other way around, and no. The lanes are numbered from left to right, not right to left. I tell you, this guy's losing speed. See, that tanker's over there taking the risk of getting a ticket for a lane violation. Scotty, I know, posted something just the other, yesterday in his Facebook group. I guess that he got ticketed for a lane violation not too long ago. I didn't get a chance to watch any of his recent videos. I don't know what the details were there, but I know he posted something about it. CHP looks especially hard at trucks doing exactly that right here in this pass. Most of these guys actually moving all right. Either more people lightly loaded or deadheading. Not a bad thing. Back off here because I have a feeling this box fan's going to want to come over to get around those slower trucks up there. So I'm going to leave a little gap in here just in case. Oh, never mind. This lane's not any better. Blocking this lane. So in this case where it's just better to back off and stay behind the slightly slower trucks. Can't get around them in a reasonable time and walk down to number 3 lane also, you're better off just staying where you're at. I got trucks coming over here to the number 2 lane to get around all this crap. Now we finally moved over. Guy's empty. I couldn't have let him over. I was concerned about letting him over and finding out that he's loaded and that it caused me problems. I don't have a lot of sympathy for these guys over near the lane because, hey, I'm empty. I could have done the same thing, but I didn't. I chose to stay where I'm at so I don't put myself at a dumb risk of getting a lane violation. There is a truck over, it looked like a Myborg or yeah, it's a blown tire, that's why he's over there. Or no, that's oversized. Okay, it's all a black trailer. That's okay. It's the Conestoga. Pulling a Walmart? Where the hell do they do Walmart dedicated out of? 138 coming up here. Easier going coming up here than I thought, and even with all the trucks that I see out here. It's probably the effect of relaxing and keeping my speed back at a lower cruise speed than everybody else is wanting to do. Over 20 miles ago to Wheeler Ridge. So 21 miles total. Be at Blue Beacon right around 4 o'clock, 1600. It's going to take at least half an hour or so to get over to the shipper after that, so they're really tight on the time available to get there before 1700. I don't know what time this shipper closes for the day. I don't know if I can show up late. I sure as hell don't want to find out that they won't load me until tomorrow if I show up late, because then that means I won't be able to run the load back to my house by the end of the day. Gaining on me, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit here. Try to get around these guys a little quicker, even though I think Swift's going to get stuck behind that traffic up ahead of me anyway. Chippy right there. Let's see if he gets ticketed for, or she gets ticketed for being out of lane. That's Swift in the number 3 and the number 2 as well. tire hanging out in that number 2 lane, especially when you got a chippy right there. Oh, Swift is getting lit up. Stop here in Gorman. I hope he's getting off here in Gorman. Now he's signaling over, okay. Alright, yeah, so Swift just got lit up for out of lane. Another driver passed me up who could have gotten lit up as well, but yeah, I'm thinking about that. I probably should have stayed back behind the cop, or the chippy, I mean, so they could be in better view of the Swift driver. But I wasn't really expecting Swift to take so long to signal that they acknowledged that they were getting pulled over. Figured they would have known earlier and signaled that, hey, they're going to move over as soon as they find a safe spot to stop. I'm going to come over because we're cresting the hill here, and some of these guys are going to start running away from me anyway. I've got the summit here now. Here, just move that damn Subaru over. Why are you camping out over here anyway? Alright, Fraser Mountain Park Road. Are you coming over or not? I guess not. I'm gonna have the 45 and 35 truck limit area coming up pretty soon as well. It's right after Fraser Mountain Park Road is the rest area at the LA and Kern County line, and then shortly after that is where the speed limit drops. What am I seeing over there? Oh, dirt. Just dirt over there on the line. Guy staying on the road, or is he getting off here in the rest area? He might be staying on. Go ahead and come back over. I got a CHP station right over here to my left, and right back there behind me, and very common to see chippies hanging out over here, patrolling, watching traffic. See me kicking back at 58. Makes it easier for me to come through here and not have everybody in my way. Everyone pulls away from me, and then it's, you know, when I get into areas, when I start gaining on people, I have plenty of room to work with. And I don't have so much need to...
It's 13 loose on you. Y'all bullshit. Y'all better get some guide right up there.
I should say, not so much desire to... there are so many... I don't have so many situations where I might be... I might get an urge to move over to that number 2 lane to get around 2 lanes of slower trucks. Chippies don't mess around through here, so I don't care if this guy behind me goes around me. I don't really care if he doesn't like the speed I'm going. So I'm in a 45 zone, I'm already doing 5 over. I think that's more than enough. 35 coming up here in a second. So if I just stay further back behind these guys up here, yeah, because they're going to probably play a lot of back and forth stuff between, so if I just stay back, I'll have more lag time, more room to work with to not have to make adjustments for them. Except for any kind of clowns like this guy, he's gonna go zipping by. A lot of times I do see CHP hanging out here watching trucks.
We got any 5-0s on the southbound side at the bottom of this hill?
Southbound or northbound?
Southbound.
Yeah, there was one that just lit up a Swift right in front of me going northbound. Not too far back, I think over by the Gorman exit.
Okay, copy that, thank you.
These guys are welcome to do what they want, just don't slow down in front of me. RTVX. So I'm going to leave extra space here because I think I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of these guys over here moves over. I haven't had to touch my brakes a single time. I hope to keep it that way. front of this Bluebird guy was doing just fine, but the guy in front of him's gonna present a problem. You know, I mean, I can go around him, but it was in a nice groove here behind Bluebird. And I like the way he's going down. What's this mess up here? Curve right around on the other side of this runaway truck ramp. Looks like there were some really slow trucks over there. Got the left side runaway ramp here.
What do we got? A 5 little ahead or something?
You're actually northbound, not southbound.
Wonder why everyone's going so slow here on the southbound.
You're going down the hill, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're northbound.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, I was noticing that up ahead too. Before I got by the runaway ramps, there were a bunch of trucks going with like 10 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the back end of that now.
Uh-oh, Swifty smoked the brakes.
Oh, no way, he did.
Just having a swift time coming down today. That other Swift got lit up for being out of lane. He passed me up, and there was someone in front of him. They got lucky and didn't get hit though.
How crazy.
We're about done here, but I'm expecting Bluebird to speed up. Bluebird, you can speed up now. They're already past the 35 end zone, whatever. Getting off here. I don't want to try and go around you and find out you speed up next to me.
I'm here in the second lane. You see my lights?
Yeah, I see it right there. I'm JCT right in front of you.
Yeah, go ahead and turn out.
I appreciate it. I'm going to be getting off here at Wheeler Ridge, so I'm going to stay over here.
Yeah, copy that.
Appreciate your effort, though. Didn't want to try to go around that guy and have him speed up while I'm next to him and block me from getting back over.
Yeah, the kind of crap that happens all the time, it seems like.
Watching for this guy's possible signals right here next to me. Yeah, that would be fine either way. We got the Wheeler Ridge exit coming up. Got the TA and Petro truck stops over here, and another place for trucks to park as well in the area. So usually expect that trucks are going to be wanting to move right to get off the freeway here. Trucks in line at Blue Beacon, I'll go ahead and get in the line there. But if I see a line of trucks, nope. We'll just see about sweeping out my trailer. I do see at least a reefer trailer over there. Which way is this guy going? Is he getting on the... yeah, he's looking like he's getting on the northbound on-ramp. Oh. Guess I could have stayed in the right lane. Degrees here, a little on the cool side. Probably summer weather for some of you guys, but it's That's like chilly fall weather for me. You wouldn't think so with the fact I'm always wearing shorts though. Alright, let's take a look at what kind of line we have over here. I need to use the restroom on here too. Yeah, let's go around to the back of the line. No, that's way too many trucks in line there. I'm not going to get washed out here. Ah, Daryl and Penny. I know them. They're the only ones who have that color of truck with us. Come over here by where I can see a trash can over here by this Ryder truck, so I'm gonna come over here and park by him and I'll sweep out my trailer, and then I can use that trash can over there to put all my crud in. This'll do. If you find a really good center spot on the when you're backing the trailer up, probably noticed I wasn't doing any steering at all the entire time. Pretty much, I was mostly all just sitting, leaving the steering wheel in the center. Made a couple of real small quarter, maybe a quarter, eighth of a, no, not even a quarter. It's more like an eighth of a turn. All right. So I'm gonna get my trailer swept out. Before I do, we send a message asking how late can I show up at the shipper and still get loaded, because I might be a little bit late. Well on here so I don't risk losing it. Don't get over there and get back there and clean it. out of here now. I'm gonna let's see. I gotta find out what address I'm going to also. $12,000 Main Street. Main Street in Lamont. It's off 184. Is that Wheat Patch? Okay, so I can use Highway 223 over and alright. 18 miles. Might make it on time. So I just take 223 over to 184 and then go north on 184. I believe 184 is Wheat Patch Highway. I'm going north on that road.
Attention, a new important message has arrived. Attention, a new important message has arrived.
Head west towards Santa Elena Drive.
A new important message has arrived.
Really? Upgrading software now? Checking my hood mirror for traffic back there. I was pretty sure there wasn't anybody coming, but I want to be sure. I'll wait till I get to the shipper to use the restroom. Too concerned with making sure I get there on time right at the moment. Yeah, so I could go north on this road too. This road will actually take me straight up into Lamont. I don't have to get on I-5. Actually, my shipper's right here on this road. It's just further up. Dude, you are not trying to pass me on when the lane's ending. Stupid UPS. Shit, man. I'm trying to accelerate still. I don't want to be driving like an idiot. That's not your NASCAR vehicle, that's your freaking delivery van. But drive it like a professional. Alright, yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be there on time. A little bit of concern, but yeah, I'll be there with about 10-15 minutes to spare, I believe. Freaking UPS, and the speed limit here is 55. I'm already doing a couple miles an hour more than I normally would be, just to accommodate him a little bit. That's not enough, the problem's him. Personally, I think he needs to back off. There's too much other traffic coming the other way. He's not going to get around me. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries it right now, though. Yep, he's going for it. Gray there. Seven empty miles. Huh? I don't know how that's possible. 13 out. Well, actually 14 is what the total says. Well, UPS, that getting around me got you really far, didn't it? Got you stuck behind two other cars, dipshit. Again, even with other people coming. Ah, he backed off. That guy's an idiot. As with all produce loads, when I go to check in, I'm going to want to get my trailer license plate info because it's pretty good chance they're going to want it.
Message 1 of 10. Important received today at 4:20 p.m. Fuel Solution Road. Message 2 of 10. Important received today at 4:20 p.m. Load assignment page 2H.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Message 3 of 10. Important received today at 4:20 p.m. Load assignment.
Alright. I got a stop sign coming up here. 11 miles to go. See our England with a Dollar General trailer, it looks like, up here. Out of here, when I get through picking up, I can probably I have a couple of options. I can either take 184 straight up to 58, or I can come back down this way a little bit to 223, it's the Arvin Highway, whatever, and then take that over to 58. Just looking up ahead. Alright, just under 10 miles to go. I'll be right around 4:45 when I get there. That's kind of tight. 15 minutes to spare. I don't know if this shipper shuts down at 1700 or they still do. They'll still load people later than that. It's been a while since I've done a Grimmway Farms load. I may or may not have been to this shipper before. I don't know. I know I've come up this way before through this road to get to a shipper up this way. I just don't know if it was this particular shipper or a different one. Yeah, I'll have a better idea. Satellite view. I'll have a better idea if it's if this is a shipper I've been to before when I get there. Google will probably tell me. I was just looking up the address because there's too many Grimmway Farms locations over here, so I just wanted to go straight to the address that I wanted and not worry about just looking at Grimmway Farms and got someone flying by now. Seven and a half miles. I think that pickup driver's in a bit of a hurry. Stop sign there, or why'd that guy not even seem to stop? Nope, no stop sign there. Came out awfully fast though. Some herring lane or whatever it says there. Pops Lake House. Some over here just off to the left. There's some kind of park or something up here on the right. I see green. Or a green POV, POI location, whatever. Bear Mountain Flyers RC Club. Basically radio controlled airplanes coming up over here on the right side. Kenmar Lane. 5.5 miles ago. I thought that was a firing range or something at first, but it just looks like a bunch of tractors and stuff stored underneath that thing. I see a flashing red light up ahead. That's probably going to be 223. I don't see 223 on the map yet, but I am expecting to cross it. I'm only 4.5 miles out from my shipper, so you can use some wise guy logic and say that is probably 223, especially now I see a truck going across it. Right after this intersection here is where, I guess this hill right here is where this radio control club is at. No, not yet. Maybe this one coming up here. Up there. Yeah, I think this driveway here, whatever it says. Yep. See an RV out there. I don't know what all that crap is though. Sunset Middle School coming up ahead. Garden in the Sun, Wildflower Festival, April 19 and 20. This is indeed 223. So this gives me a good idea how far back down I have to come to get to 223. About 2.5 miles. I'll also have to plan on scaling my load and just don't know if the shipper has a scale that I can use or... Because I know there's a cat scale up there at the truck stop right where Weed Patch Highway and 58 meet up. It's not letting me go into fifth gear at the speed I normally move into it at.
You have 5 hours and 21 minutes of remaining drive time.
It's like making me get in there at a lower speed before I can shift into it. If I'm reasonably sure it's going to be, it's going to scale okay, I could always scale it either at the Flying J or Love's and Tehachapi or at the Pilot and Kramer Junction. So I'm going to be going right past the Pilot over there anyway. I got another stop sign ahead, it looks like, right here in front of this middle school. mile and a half from here. Yeah, it's weird. Normally I can get into 5th gear when I'm down to 10 miles an hour, but it's making me get down lower to like maybe 7 or 6 or something like that before it'll let me go into that gear without having to, without having to flip my throttle a little bit. Trip plan this. I didn't look at the satellite, whatever. It's kind of short on the time here to look it up. Make sure I'm going to the right spot. Know how to get into there. Don't like blindly follow my GPS directions. Or Google Maps, whatever you want to call it. Got half a mile to go. Turning left on this Duncan Avenue, whatever. Seems to be the way in. CMT Automotive. Organic Farms. Yeah, this looks like the alright. Truck parking straight ahead. Shipping and receiving straight ahead. Sales and admin. Alright, trucks right lane. Right at 4:45. Alright, I see a shipping office over here on the left. Just on the east end of the dock doors. Park before, must be 38 or less. Hello.
Picking up?
Yes.
Alright, here you go. Those are just procedures, so when you check in, you're going to be parking at that time, and you're going to check in at the shipping office.
Okay, I guess there's a QR code thing I can scan or something to check in?
Yeah, or something like that. I'm pretty sure it won't be too necessary, but I think it's just an option.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have found that it helps when there's a line of people. It doesn't look like there's anything to worry about.
We're really slow around this time, so.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Pets are not allowed outside of vehicles inside the facility. A little bit off, not by much. Yeah, they don't have lines in the dirt here, but I do see lines painted on the curb back there, so I can tell where I need to put myself. Or where I should put myself, we'll say. Alright, let's get ourselves off duty. Get this arrival call sent. Shipper 1204 at 1645. Alright, check-in process. You must do it outside the shipping office. There are two options. Tablet, manually inputting your information on a tablet. It's located just outside the shipping office. Option 2, scan a barcode located outside the shipping office. There's a QR code, I guess, over there that I can scan with my phone to do it. After you check in, please wait in your truck. A clerk will call you on your phone. Be prepared to inform the clerk how you want product loaded. Example, single, double, sideways, pinwheel, etc. Due to COVID guidelines, you will not be allowed to go inside the loading dock. Checkout. Once your trailer is loaded, a clerk will call you on your phone and prompt you to go inside the shipping office to sign your bills. Only one person will be allowed inside the office. Please be patient and wait for your turn. You must wear a mask and sanitize your hands before entering. Alright, so I'm going to run in. I'm going to get my license plate info and then might as well have this to write down on too. Come on. It's going to be a heavy one, 42,000 pounds. About over here. 0529. That confirmation number of 395445. Alright, we're good. Now just get my license info. We're all checked in here. Just gonna wait on them to give me a call, give me a doctor assignment. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start. I gotta reboot my tablet, freshen up the RAM, and then I can start working earlier today's video. guys, turned out there was I guess I made a little bit of a mistake. I guess my load is not due for pickup until tomorrow at 1700 or night, yeah, 1700. But I guess there was another driver who's not here or something like that. That's what it sounds like. So she said I'd go ahead and dock in, and they're gonna prepare the load, and they'll go ahead and load me tonight. I was under the impression that it was picking up today, and oops, that's all right. But they said, yeah, they're gonna go ahead and load me tonight anyway, and which would be great because now I can go home and actually spend another full day at the house before I even worry about heading out. Dive in here a little bit. Don't want to get too close to Carolina Southern. Okay, I'm just gonna let my, I don't know, yeah, I might have just enough room here to get a straight back set up. Yeah, we're good there. All right. Feel guilty taking someone else's load, but no, not really. That's how you get miles. Wait for tandems to get close to that line there. Get a little bit off there. Looks good there. I don't know about my tractor though. Alright. Now I'm gonna double check. I don't see wheel chocks there. I think that's just a rodent trap or something over there. So, all right. Well, yeah, I say I'm not due here to pick up here until 24 hours from now, but they're gonna go ahead and load me anyway, and lucky me. So now I can spend that 24 hours at home instead of here. And then it'll be ahead of time on the load as well, and I can maybe swap out or something. I did not realize until I was already here and she told me about it that I'm not due here until tomorrow. I'll be damned. All right, so well, that's it for this one, I guess. I don't think this probably might take a couple hours, but went surprisingly well getting out of the LA area and getting up here at least, and then I can still get home tonight and then spend an entire day at home tomorrow. How can I complain? So, all right, that's all. We'll have some more footage for you guys. Who knows whenever it's coming up next, whether it's this drop swap or delivery, who knows. More to come soon, all right? Thanks for watching.